Hi guys, so you guys are watching this for Monday, Tuesday, the 21st and the 22nd. And as I was writing the assignment for that day, the assessment where there's multiple questions in there about fractional distance, I realized that I didn't cover one thing. So I'm gonna add this short video and I'm gonna do one more example with you guys. So I'm adding this later on. And so you can just see sometimes that third step where it says you add the value. I'm looking at my notes right here. So remember we took notes already. You should have taken these already. We're gonna add on just a little bit. On step 3, it says add the value from step 2 to your beginning value. There are occasional circumstances where you don't always add and you have to subtract. And I wanna cover that now before we get into the next lesson for Wednesday, Thursday, because I don't want you to get confused. So I'm gonna do one more example here. So I'm gonna flip my camera real quick and all right. So too big, there we go. All right, so example 4, I'm gonna draw a number line on this one, or example 3, sorry. I'm gonna draw a number line and I want you guys, because that way you can visually see why you do this. So here we have 0, and we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and -3. And we're gonna call this A, and we're gonna call this C. Hope I have that lined up okay. All right, and so what I wanna do is I wanna find coordinate B, which is, let's say, 2/3 of the distance from C to A. All right, so step 1 and step 2 are still gonna be the same. I don't have a lot of room here. So step 1, we're gonna find the distance from C to A. So that's the absolute value of 6 minus -3. Again, the order doesn't really matter, but I do get +9 when I do that. Step 2, multiply that 9 by your fraction, 2/3. So 9 times 2/3. I know that 9 times 2 is 18. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now, if I look at my number line up here, right? And I'm looking for which point in between here is 2/3 of the way. So I know like halfway is about right there. 1/3 might be here, so 2/3 might be somewhere around 0, I'm guessing, right? So it's gotta be in between here. Now, if I take what I wrote for step 3, and I'll look back at my notes here, and it says, add the value from step 2 to your beginning value. Well, if I did that, my beginning value says the distance from C to A. If I added C, which is 6 here, if I added this 6 to this 6, I'd get 12. And if I look at my number line, 12 would be way over here off of here, not in between A and C. So we wouldn't add. I know because C to A is going down in value, right? Like it's getting smaller. We aren't gonna add, we are going to subtract this time. And that's the only time you do subtract is if your beginning value to your ending value is going down. So step 3 here is we're taking our beginning value, which is 6, minus this 6 equals 0. And so I was actually right, it was 0. And that's what I thought it was. Okay, so I hope that helps, especially when you're doing these assessments. So I added that in, so it should be a little bit more clear for you. Again, flip this over. Again, if you need help, come on my Zoom morning, afternoon, and during your class period, okay? Talk to you soon.